Good day, Sir Rogon. We are here to present our research title, Facemask Shredder Waste Bin Addressing Facemask Disposal and Disease Prevention. The researchers are Keeshia, Dania, and Banzil, Mayan V. Dapulag, Eddele A. Camitan, Angel Nicollette S. Coroña, Angela Jorge. The research gap and reason to conduct this study will be discussed by Ms. Mayan Dapulag.
Now, let's talk about the research gap and the reasons why we conduct this study. Based on our review of related literature and studies, we have found that these articles focus more on the proper disposal of face masks and consequences of improper disposal of face masks. Manila, Philippines, the Department of Health is appealing to public, as well as healthcare facilities, to properly dispose personal protective equipment such as face masks, to prevent the further spread of coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19, based on Galvez 2020. Based on Limon 2022, found out that discarded disposable masks are improperly dumped in many environmental locations, such as water bodies, public roads, highways, and hilly regions, where plastic and plastic particle waste should not be discarded. The World Health Organization reported that the improper disposal of these masks may increase the rate of viral transmission. Discarded disposable masks could also be seen in public roads and highways, posing a potential source of viral transmission to people, especially to garbage collectors. There's a research gap of what is the difference and benefits of face mask shredder, and that is what this study aims to explore. The reasons why we conduct this study. First, improper disposal of face masks. In this time of pandemic, we are required to wear a face mask as protection, but after using, many of us still do not know where and how to dispose of their used face mask correctly. There are also people who just throw it everywhere, for example, on the road and the sea, which can cause the destruction of our environment and cause the destruction of our marine resources. Because when the fish eat it, they can die. Second, to prevent the spread of the virus, use face masks that are just thrown away or picked up by the other people who are homeless and can afford to buy them, which can cause the virus to spread. It's even worse because of the hardship of life experienced during the pandemic that there are other people making money from the used face masks. They choose the ones that can be repaired and resold to people, which can be a reason for the spread of the virus.
Good day everyone, I am Angel Nicollette S. Coroña, and I am here to tackle you about our research question number 1 or SOP. What materials used in making face mask shredder waste bin? The materials that the researcher used are plywood, screws or nails, paint, shafting, nuts, 37 pieces of blades, scissors, and pedal. We use plywoods to make the body and top cover of our manual shredder. To fasten the plywood, we use screws and nails to make it colorful but simple, we use paint. We use shafting and nuts to hold the blades and the nuts, and also to have a smooth flow when we use the manual shredder. We use 37 pieces of blades because blade is also one of our substances that will primarily be needed to shred the face mask into pieces. We use scissors to cut the shafting into size needed. And lastly, we use pedal to circulate the manual shredder. It's in the procedure number 2. It says that the pedal handle is used to aid the blade's movement into the opposite direction. The handle is an important factor of the shredder since it serves as the shredder's head during movement. That's all.
Research question number 2. What is the size of the face mask shredder waste bin? The height of the shredder was 9 inches while the width was 6.5 inches. The sides were 4.5 inches wide. The leader cover for the blade will also be made of wood. It is 6 inches wide. It is important to know the measurements of the shredder because you will know how big the structure of the shredder will be. The researcher's shredder reasonable size makes it incredibly practical to use because you can fit it in a small location.
Research question number 3. What is the importance of face mask disposal and shredder? The importance of having an appropriate face mask disposal is to use a face mask shredder to have a safe disposal and to prevent the spread of disease by overusing the disposable face mask. The face mask will be crushed or otherwise destroyed by the shredder. This can discourage others from obtaining other people's used face masks, especially those who lack the funds to purchase clean face masks. An equipment for efficient face mask disposal will be the face mask shredder. Research question number 4. How efficient is the face mask disposal shredder? The researchers use a comparison between 3 trials. It will be known here how much better the face mask shredder made by the researchers is than the market shredder. As you can see in the table 1, it shows that 3 face masks were shredded by the researchers' face mask shredder while 0 were shredded by the market shredder within 1 minute. It can be seen in table 2 that the crushed face mask of the researcher's face mask shredder is 5 while the market shredder is still 0 within 5 minutes. It can be seen in the table 3 or the last table that 9 face masks were crushed by the researchers' face mask shredder while 0 were still in the market shredder within 10 minutes. Through 3 trials comparing the researchers' face mask shredder and the market shredder, it will be seen how effective the researchers' face mask shredder is. In the market shredder cannot shred the face mask because its quality is different and the blade of the market shredder can only shred thin material like paper. It can also be proven here that it is effective because it crushes the face mask because the researcher made it for the face mask only.
Based on the data analysis formula, the obtained mean of the data comparing the researcher's face mask shredder and the market shredder is 8.5. It was obtained from the crushed face mask by the researcher's face mask shredder, 3, 5, and 9. Then it's all added up to 3 plus 5 plus 9. And the obtained answer is divided by 2. 3 plus 5 plus 9 is equal to 17. So 17 divided by 2. Because there are only 2 data in the table, face mask shredder and market shredder. The answer obtained here is 8.5, and this is the mean of the table. It can be said here that the researcher's face mask shredder is effective based on the mean obtained due to the number of face masks it crushed. Because there will be no mean if no face mask is crushed, and no face mask will be crushed if the researcher's face mask shredder is not effective. The verbal interpretation for this table is there are 2 data, the face mask shredder and the market shredder. It shows the number of face masks they can shred. Table 1 shows that 3 face masks were shredded by the researcher's face mask shredder, while 0 were shredded by the market shredder within 1 minute. It can be seen in table 2 that the crushed face mask of the researcher's face mask shredder is 5, while the market shredder is still 0 within 5 minutes. It can be seen in table 3 or the last table that 9 face masks were crushed by the researcher's face mask shredder, while 0 were still in the market shredder within 10 minutes. Overall, the sum of face mask shredder is 17 with a mean of 8.5, while the sum and the mean of the market shredder are 0.
As of February 6, 2020, there had been at least 25 other countries affected by the outbreak that began in late December 2019 and quickly spread over several Chinese cities including Thailand, the Philippines, the United States, the Republic of Korea, and Japan. On February 11, 2020, the WHO designated the disorder as Coronavirus Disease 2019 or COVID-19. After the advent of COVID-19, the widespread usage of face masks has raised concerns about environmental pollution due to the inappropriate disposal of discarded face masks. Any disease can be prevented and the number of people who contract it can be decreased by wearing a face mask. Additionally, it stops the transmission of infections. Using a quantitative research approach, the researchers established input regarding face mask shredder waste bin, addressing face mask disposal and disease prevention, conducting an experiment to prove the efficiency of the shredder. The goal of this study is to create a face mask shredder by constructing the face mask shredder. The researchers hope to benefit not only individuals but also the environment. We only have a paper shredder here, therefore, researchers are also interested in how successful it is. The researchers' findings demonstrated that their face mask shredder was stronger than the paper shredder available on the market in terms of effectiveness. They relate it to the paper shredder because it is also a shredder, but unlike the researchers' product, the market shredder which can only crush paper, the face mask shredder can shred dense materials. It was specifically designed by the researcher for the face mask, but because it has larger blades and a sturdy construction, it can also shred other materials like thick papers.
The researchers recommend future researchers to build a larger waste bin in the face mask shredder, practical yet sturdy materials that can shred thicker materials to help dispose of other items properly. Basically, we recommend them, future researchers, create an upgraded version of the manual face mask shredder, either to make it bigger or with more functions like adding a UV light. Future researchers should look into what to conduct with the waste that is shredded, since there are different ways on what to do with the waste that has been shredded, like repurposing and recycling it. The researchers advise future researchers to investigate ways that manual shredder can shred more quickly. Since there is always a room for improvement, it is advisable for future researchers to investigate and look for other ways to improve the performance of the manual face mask shredder on any kind of thick materials more quickly and efficiently.